As a dedicated fan of the Detroit Tigers, it's always exciting to reflect on the team's storied history, especially the unforgettable 1984 World Series champions. This team is a part of our DNA, and their roster is filled with legends who brought glory to Detroit. It's a great way to test your knowledge and celebrate our beloved Tigers. The 1984 squad featured some iconic players. Starting with the pitching staff, we had the ace Jack Morris, who was phenomenal that season. He really knew how to step up on the biggest stage. Then there was Dan Petrie and the ever-reliable Milt Wilcox, who both played crucial roles. On the other side, the bullpen included the likes of Aurelio Lopez, who proved to be a game-changer. In the infield, we had the powerhouse trio of Alan Trammell at shortstop, who was not only a defensive wizard but also had a knack for getting on base. Lou Whitaker, his double-play partner, was a dynamic player in his own right. Over at first base, we had the always steady Dave Bergman. The hot corner was manned by the fierce and talented Howard Johnson. Let's not forget the outfield, where we saw a mix of speed and power. Chet Lemon patrolled center field like a pro, while the dynamic duo of Kirk Gibson and Larry Herndon provided plenty of offensive punch and defensive prowess. And behind the plate, we had the solid defending and offensive skills of Lance Parrish, who was a key player in the lineup. It's fun to think back on how these players blended together to create such an unforgettable team. Did you have a favorite player from that roster? What do you think made the 1984 Tigers so special? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Go Detroit Tigers in the comments. As we cherish these memories, it's also a great time to reflect on where our current squad stands. The Tigers have been working hard to build a competitive team again, with some young talent emerging. What do you think the future holds for us? Are we on the right path? I'd love to hear your opinions. Comment below with your thoughts, and let's celebrate our Detroit Tigers together. Where are you from? And what do you think about the current state of the team? The Detroit Tigers are facing a challenging stretch, and their lead in the American League Central has dwindled to just 6 games as we head into a crucial weekend series against the Los Angeles Angels. This is the time for the Tigers to regroup and find their rhythm, both offensively and on the mound. Fans, what do you think about the team's current form? Let's hear your thoughts on how they can turn things around. Go Detroit Tigers in the comments. As the series kicks off on Friday night at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Tigers have a golden opportunity to set the tone with ace Tarek Skubal on the mound. Skubal boasts an impressive 11-3 record with a stellar 2.18 ERA and an astonishing 181 strikeouts in just 140.2 innings pitched. His performance has been a beacon of hope for the Tigers, especially as they look to snap the recent downturn. In contrast, Angels pitcher Kyle Hendricks has a 4.59 ERA and a record of 6-8. This matchup could heavily favor the Tigers if Skubal delivers his usual brilliance. On Saturday night, fans can look forward to another intriguing matchup as newly acquired Charlie Morton takes the hill against UCI Kikuchi. Morton had a solid debut with the Tigers last week against the Philadelphia Phillies, allowing just 1 run over 6 innings while striking out 6. Despite his roller coaster season, he has the potential to be a game changer in this series. Kikuchi, on the other hand, has been effective with a 3.22 ERA, but the Tigers' bats will need to come alive to capitalize on this matchup. Then, we wrap up the series on Sunday at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Casey Mize taking on Jack Kokkenowicz. Mize, who made his first All-Star appearance this year, has seen his ERA rise to 3.50 lately, but he's still a reliable arm for the team. Kokkenowicz has struggled significantly in his second season, and this could be an excellent opportunity for the Tigers to seal the series with a strong performance. Overall, there's a chance for the Tigers to not only win the series, but potentially sweep if their starters can hit their stride. Fans are eager for a turnaround, and it could all start this weekend. What are your thoughts on the series? Do you see the Tigers taking all 3 games? Drop your opinions in the comments, and let's rally together as passionate supporters of our Detroit Tigers. And don't forget to include your city and your thoughts about the team. The Detroit Tigers are at a critical juncture in their season, and it's time for them to shake off the slump that's been hanging over them since July. They had a rough month, going 10-14, which included 2 frustrating 6-game losing streaks. Fans were hopeful that the All-Star break would help the team reset and return to the form that saw them leading the AL Central by a comfortable margin. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened, as the Tigers have only managed a 7-12 record since the break, with just one series win against the Arizona Diamondbacks. This decline is concerning for a team that looked like a strong contender just a few weeks ago. They had a double-digit lead over the Cleveland Guardians, but that gap has shrunk to just 6 games as they enter Friday's matchup. It's natural for a team to feel the pressure of a slipping lead, and it seems to be weighing heavily on the players, particularly the pitching staff. How do you think the team can turn around? Let's hear from you. Go Detroit Tigers in the comments. One of the main stories has been the struggles of Jack Flaherty, who was expected to be a key contributor after returning from the Dodgers. While he had moments of brilliance, his recent performances have been worrisome. In his last 7 starts, Flaherty has a 4.00 ERA and has issued 13 walks, which simply isn't good enough for a team with postseason aspirations. His last outing against the Minnesota Twins was particularly troubling, where he allowed 8 hits and 5 earned runs in less than 5 innings. As fans, we need to wonder, can he find his rhythm again, or is this a sign of something deeper? The Tigers are coming off a series loss against the Twins, and with a packed schedule ahead, no days off until August 21st, they need to regroup quickly. Their next series against the Los Angeles Angels at Comerica Park is crucial. The Angels, who are struggling on the road, may present a perfect opportunity for the Tigers to regain some confidence. What do you think the Tigers need to focus on in this series? Following that, they will face the Chicago White Sox and then a rematch with the Twins. These are games the Tigers should be able to win, considering the current standings of those teams. Fans are eager to see if the team can capitalize on this opportunity and start a winning streak. As we approach these pivotal games, what are your thoughts on the Tigers' chances to reclaim their lead in the AL Central? Are you optimistic about the potential for a postseason run, or do you have concerns about the pitching staff? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let us know where you're from and what you think about the Detroit Tigers.